Welcome to another episode of Air Guns and Pesting Channel. What I have in front of you is a Zbroia PCP air gun. Here it is. The Zbroia Hortitsia. I want to call it a Gen 2 because this is their latest Hortitsia model. Andre, I want to thank you for sending me out a hat and shirt. Greatly appreciated. I bought this gun from Tom up there at High Pressure Pneumatics. Thank you, Tom, for getting me this gun. Now, he got it from his distributor, which is Joe B over in Cali. So this was earlier when I got back from the Philippines, when I contacted Tom to see if he can get me one of these newer Zbroias. Now, don't quote me, but I believe this is their latest model right before the Russia attack on Ukraine early this year. And I have communicated with Andre through Instagram, and I asked him certain questions about parts availability for these Zbroias, since they are manufactured in Ukraine. So yes, this is a gun is made in Ukraine and Kharkiv. The Zbroia started in 2014. Let me read you some specs about this particular gun before I cover it from the buttstock all the way to the end of the barrel. Okay, so some of the questions I'd asked Andre was parts availability. He said that wasn't a problem, that Joe B supposedly has the parts. That is, you know, if we need parts for this particular product. Andre is I believe the CEO and owner of Zbroia, so I've had contact with him when they first came out with their bullpup, the Kozak, which I have in chamber 177. That would be the Gen 1. Had some issues with the trigger assembly, and you know, I was in communication with Andre, and Andre took very good care of me, and it's been working like a champ since I got it 4 years ago, approximately 4 years ago. The Kozak short compact one. I did a video on my channel. You have to go back and check out the info there. But anyways, this is a video for this particular gun. It's the shorter compact version, the 330-200, which 330 is the length, which equates to 35 point something inches long, which is ideal carbine length. Got a 200cc cylinder, which is removable just by unscrewing it. Like I said, the company started in 2014. They make other Zbroia air guns, which I have as well. I've got a newer Gen 2 Kozak that I featured on my channel at a farming permission. I just never did a review on it. And I got a Sapsan. They're a longer Sapsan Gen 2 model and 22 caliber, which I haven't done a review on that one either. And I decided to go ahead and do a review on this particular one because I need to do one. I'm gonna do some more reviews on some of the unicorn guns that I have that you folks don't even know I have. And This is one of them. I said one of them. Optic wise, we are using the Discovery VTR 624 by 44 side focus, second focal plane. What I'm using on this gun, and later when I test my zero, I'm going to be using the phone scope. Now I can use the phone scope on this gun because it's not a Springer, so it won't get knocked out of focus. Anyways, let's go on to check out the gun. Like I said, this is brand new. This is their newest magazine system. You get 6 of these. They feed from the left and go out the right, out here. They're 5-shot magazines. You get 6 of them for 30 rounds. And it's mounted on the stock like this. This is a different, unusual approach. You know, talk about magazine holder, that's perfect. Get done with your 5 shots, it comes out this side, or it ejects out. But I can show you that here in a second, how that system works. Okay, so let's start with the back. It's got a nice rubber butt pad with a little red rubber trim. Kind of makes it really look nice in appearance wise. You got Zbroia stamped on the rubber butt pad. It's got a, what they call a monocollar stock, but it's okay. It's for right-handed users, and black ash is I believe that's the type of wood they're using. Again, Andre, I hope you chime in and leave a comment. Well, let me know if I'm correct about that, but I believe it's ash. It's just a very nice looking wood. As you can see, the grain pattern on it. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so let's move on. It's got the brass accents, you know, on the air cylinder, tube, cock and handle, and the trigger. Safety is mounted on the left side. Very easy to switch on and off. Giving you a very good close-up look at it. Cocking is very smooth. Okay. Hard for me to, there. Just like that. Okay. Picatinny rail. Let's grab a magazine. And let me go on the other side so you can see how this magazine system operates. Just like that. Push it in. Oops. Sorry folks, been a while, and actually the load from the right to left. We got that straightened out. Okay. And to close the bolt, you could just grab this handle here and close it. Slide it forward like that. Or pull the bolt, and push it forward with your thumb, which is a lot easier. But every time you cock it, see, ready on number 2. Get ready to fire number 2. You get 2 little notch indentations. So if you cock it again, it's kind of hard since I'm holding it with this camera with one hand. The 3 dot shows up. 1, 2, 3, and that's how that magazine system works. Now, if I keep cycling it, that's it. Oh, one more. Sorry. That's it. Comes out very easy. Again, load from this side, right to left. Just like that. If you want to release the magazine, let me try that again. You load it in. If you want to remove the magazine or release it, there's a little button underneath here. Right here, you push up. And it shoots right out. You gotta catch it. But that's how that magazine system works. It is a 2-stage adjustable trigger, but in order to adjust the trigger, you have to remove the stock. As far as the hammer spring, it's the same thing. Same thing. You got to remove the stock. Get to the hammer spring. But it is a 2-stage adjustable. Now, we'll be testing the trigger pull here in a moment. The gun by itself weighs in at 6.85 pounds. That'll be the 330 200 mile, which this one is. Give you a fill probe, which you don't have to buy the adapter for your fill probe. This has already been machined. The cover, like I said, this particular cylinder is 200 cc. It was produced November of 21 last year. So like I said, this is a fairly new model. This covers the hole, but I always leave my fill probe in. Keep it there so you don't lose it. The barrel is a 12 groove. It is machined in-house. I don't know the actual length. It'll say here on the website. I'm just getting the information from the website. Oh, the air tube and the regular assembly is improved in 177, which this one is which this one is a 177, chambered 177. Says it gets 100 shots. I have not tested to see if that's true, but I'm going to believe the factory because I don't want to shoot 100 shots and waste pellets. So I'd rather shoot 100 shots and shoot Berman. You know I'm right. And like I said, the barrel is manufactured in-house, which all of my Zbroias that I have no problem with accuracy. You can take that to the bank. I'm going to show you here in a minute. It is threaded. The barrel end is threaded for a half 20, so you can mount your favorite moderator on there. But I found that this is not bad, you know, so I won't be mounting an aftermarket moderator, even though I have them. Just don't want to use it. I like to keep this gun as compact as possible, which it is. Love carbines. And the gauge is on the end, which can be filled to 300 bar. We have it right there. So that's all the info I have on this particular gun. Now, the dislikes. And Andre, if you're listening to me, I'm gonna have to tell you. For a person like me that is left-handed, and being that you are the manufacturer, I just don't understand why you cannot just make an ambidextrous stock. That makes more sense for shooters like me who are left-handed, because us left-handed people know that left is right and right is wrong. So to make everybody happy, just make the stock ambidextrous. That's a lot of times when I pick up a gun, the first thing I look at is, okay, is the gun ambidextrous? The stock ambidextrous? And some manufacturers, they wisened up and just made the stocks ambidextrous. Now, I like the concept here of your new magazines right here, but guess what? I had to bite the bullet, even though I'm left-handed, so my face gets planted right over the top of the magazines. Not cool. Just not cool. I just don't like that. And even if I decide to move the magazine holder and place it on the opposite side, which, you know, I could do, but I'm still left with this sharp edge. Not sharp, but, you know, it's fairly noticeable if I put my cheek up against it, you know. Yeah, I know some of you folks say, well, just shoot right-handed, learn to shoot right-handed. No, that's beside the point. That's not my point. You know, my Gen 1 Kozak is the same way. It's got that knot right in the pistol grip. And I know what the knot is for. It's tailored for a right-handed person, but I just deal with it. Bite the bullet with that one. Even though I like Zbroia products, you know, and you know, you guys are innovating in the PCP world now. It just seems like you could come up with a better option without having to charge an extra $100 like Daystate does for their left-handed version. I should say Daystate and Air Arms does the same thing. They charge you extra just to have a left-handed stock. So that's my one complaint, and that's a major one right here. But I deal with it because I enjoy shooting Zbroia air guns. They are very accurate. The other thing that concerns me, and maybe Andre you can address here to everyone, and that is reassuring that parts are going to be available for all of the Zbroia air guns that you manufacture. Now, my understanding is currently the factory's been shut down because of the war and so forth and so on with Russia, and I hope and pray that you and all the people in Ukraine are safe, and the workers that make these wonderful guns are safe, and this war will end very soon, and you guys can get back to making your wonderful guns. But as the war carries on, drags on, it's looking like it's, you know, less and less likely that you're going to be back up and running for quite a few years, or a couple years anyway. So don't know what the outcome is for Zbroia, but I'm hoping for the best, you know, because you guys do make some wonderful air guns. And we over here in the US, you know, I'm sure myself and my other subscribers and anybody else looking at my YouTube channel will agree that, hey, we want to see you thrive and prosper and continue making these wonderful air guns. But I'm supporting you. I supported you by buying 2 air guns, this Zbroia and the Gen 2 Zbroia, which you see right here, Hortitsia, and the Gen 2 Kozak I bought earlier after I got back from the Philippines back in May and June. So if you guys out there want to buy a Zbroia, just hit up Tom at High Pressure Pneumatics and give him a call. See if he can get you one in. But let me go ahead and set up the phone scope and check out the accuracy of this gun. 8 pounds, 34 ounces with the scope dependent though. Trigger pull test. There's your first stage, followed by the second stage pull. There you have it. 10 ounces, 10.3 ounces. Good enough for me. There's one more thing I forgot to add in the review. It comes with an O-ring, which I'm not sure where exactly this one goes. And here is a sling stud that mounts up here. You use an Allen wrench after you. This piece right here goes right here on the bottom of the stock. And you take an Allen wrench and you tighten it down. Can't do it with one hand here, but you tighten it down and then you can add your bipod mount to it to add a bipod. It's kind of neat. You don't have to have it on there all the time. Now they did provide a manual. Right here, English and imagine Ukrainian, but it's kind of vague. Tells you the technical data, the different parts of the gun. But it does come with a 2-year warranty. There's that. I did try some NSA slugs in it. Didn't like them. Okay, she's all set up with the phone scope, and I'm gonna check my Scope 0. And you'll be able to hear the velocity. Okay, I'm shooting at my 30-yard backstop. 5 shots across the Chrony. 10.34 JSBs. Yeah, I know it's not 50. Yeah, I know it's not 100, but I don't care about that. I know if it's accurate at 30, it's going to be accurate at 50. It's going to be accurate at 50, it's going to be accurate at 100. Good enough for me. Here we go.
885. 877. 886. 884. 880.
That's 5 shots right there. Good enough for me. There you have it, folks. Stay safe, shoot straight, may a pellet hit its target, and we'll see you on the next episode of Air Guns and Pesting Channel. See ya.